Each January, millions of Americans commit to improving their health, whether it's eating better, improving fitness, or losing weight. The rise in popularity of GLP-1s for weight loss may be changing how Americans approach their goals. Demand for GLP-1 medications have surged since they were first approved by the FDA for weight loss. At the same time, many people still don't know where to start, what's safe, or whether their insurance will help cover the cost. Consumer healthcare expert Divya Iyer is here to break down what people need to know about GLP-1s in 2026. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So this is a huge topic for so many people. So how are GLP-1s really changing what's possible for New Year's resolutions?
Weight loss is a common New Year's resolution, and GLP-1s are changing how people approach this in a pretty fundamental way. Goals that rely primarily on willpower can now become more realistic, more sustainable, and more measurable. So GLP-1s are prescription medicines that regulate your appetite and blood sugar and help manage your weight and overall health. Not surprisingly, the demand for these has surged. However, insurance coverage continues to be a challenge. The good news is that these medicines are becoming more affordable. And just earlier this month, the first ever oral version or pill for weight loss was approved by the FDA. And with all these different options, GoodRx can act as that trusted access and affordability resource to help people understand what the options are and where to start. We have the lowest discounted cash price for the pill version available on GoodRx at $149 a month.
All right, and you did hit on this a little bit earlier, but are there any of these medications, are they covered by insurance?
It depends on which GLP-1 medication, what it's prescribed for, and your insurance type. Generally, these medicines are covered when prescribed for diabetes, but they're not covered when prescribed for weight loss. And even people with insurance coverage, our research has shown that almost 90% of people face restrictions and delays in treatment when trying to access these medications. The manufacturers of these medications have recently put out more affordable self-pay or cash pay prices. So like I mentioned earlier, the pill version now is available for $149 a month, and the pen or injection version is available for $199 a month via GoodRx.
And so there are so many of them out there. So what advice do you have for people considering GLP-1s but don't really know where to start?
The first step would be to talk to a licensed healthcare professional. And at GoodRx, we make that very easy with GoodRx for weight loss. That's our telemedicine subscription offering, where you can get connected to virtual consultations with a licensed healthcare provider. And if appropriate, you'll be prescribed a safe and FDA-approved version of the GLP-1 medication.
And you hit on it too, FDA approved. That is really important when it comes to GLP-1s. So how can people spot knockoffs?
That's an important question because we talked about the rising demand for these medications. A few years ago, we had supply issues, and that caused a whole alternate market of knockoffs for weight loss. And FDA approved means that it's proven to be safe and effective and has undergone rigorous testing and regulatory reviews. So when it comes to knockoffs, if the price is really low, or if you're able to access it without a prescription or without talking to a doctor, those are all red flags that will help you identify that it's not the real thing.
And where can people go to get some more information about all the GLP-1s out there?
People can go to goodrx.com/GLPsave, where they will get connected to a ton of information around all the different GLP-1 options, including the lowest prices of $149 for the pill and the GoodRx for weight loss telemedicine subscription for $39. All of this is available and can help people understand where to start at goodrx.com/GLPsave.
This is some fantastic information. Thank you so much for stopping by Great Day Live this morning.
Thank you so much.